Welcome to India Today SoSouth, and you are watching South Focus with me, Afreen Hussain. In this bulletin, we will be focusing primarily on the top developments in the 5 southern states of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Now let's bring you up to date with the big stories developing this hour. Our first focus story takes us to the report released by the Association for Democratic Reforms and National Election Watch, which analyzes the wealth and criminal cases against the candidates contesting this Lok Sabha elections. With the Lok Sabha elections just around the corner, the Association for Democratic Reforms and National Election Watch analyzed the self-sworn affidavits of 1618 out of 1625 candidates who are contesting in the first phase of polling in 21 states. According to the report, out of the 1618 candidates, 252 have declared criminal cases against themselves and 15 said that they have been convicted. The report also shows that 161 candidates out of the 1618 have declared serious criminal cases against themselves and 7 have said that they are involved in cases related to murder. Further, 19 candidates declared cases related to attempts to murder against themselves. Out of the 1618 candidates, 18 candidates are involved in cases related to crime against women and 1 among them is involved in a rape case. Further, 35 candidates have declared cases related to hate speech against themselves. As per the report, 28 out of the 77 candidates are from BJP, 19 out of 56 candidates from Congress, 2 out of 5 candidates from the Trinamool Congress have declared criminal cases against themselves. All 4 candidates from the Rashtriya Janata Dal, 3 out of 7 candidates from the Samajwadi Party, 11 out of 86 candidates from BSP, 13 out of 22 candidates from DMK and 13 out of 36 candidates from AIA-DMK also said they have criminal cases against them. The ADR also analyzed the share of wealth among the candidates and learned that 332 have declared that their assets are over 2 crore and above. Of these, 193 candidates have assets worth 5 crore and above. Out of these 1618 candidates, 277 have declared that their assets are valued between 50 lakh and 2 crore and another 436 have assets worth 10 lakh to 50 lakh. 573 candidates have assets worth less than 10 lakh. The candidates who have declared assets worth more than 1 crore include all 4 RJD candidates, 69 from BJP, 49 from Congress, 4 from TMC, 18 from BSP, 35 AIA-DMK candidates and 22 DMK candidates. The average asset per candidate contesting in the first phase of the Lok Sabha election is 4.51 crore as per the report. The first phase of polling for the Lok Sabha elections will be held on April 19. The phase 1 polls will be held in 102 parliamentary constituencies in a total of 21 states. Now moving on to our next story, residents of Kannapar Thidal, a shelter for the homeless with over 180 families in Chennai Central constituency, have threatened to boycott the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. They said they were promised housing at various points by politicians, but nothing has been materialized so far. In 2001, about 61 families living on the pavements in Egmore were moved to a building 1 kilometer away from the Ripon building. Since then, the families have grown to over 3 generations within the community and all of them living under the same roof in a 4 into 4 feet room. Residents complained that not a single MLA or MP had visited them until 2 years ago. Every room in the building is partitioned with wooden structures, giving a family of at least 2 members a small space to exist. A room could have anywhere between 3 to 9 families living in it. A space under the staircase has also been converted into a room as marked by the Tamil Nadu Habitat Development Board. In 2023, the Minister of Urban Habitat Development Board, T.M. Anbarasan, in a reply to DMK MLA I. Parandaman, had said that more houses will be constructed on 1.83 acres in Kannapar Thidal by including the land owned by the Greater Chennai Corporation. During Cyclone Migjung, the residents were moved to a community hall nearby. Residents said that Chief Minister M.K. Stalin had visited them in December and had promised to give them the houses within 2 months. But now the GCC has asked the residents to pay about 5,500 with 8% interest before the house is transferred to them. The GCC has also asked the residents to procure a surety from the employer. Since most of the residents were daily wage laborers, they complained that they would not be able to get one certificate. Apart from that, the residents also complained that women were forced to use the bathroom before 10 p.m. after which it would be closed. They also provided only one water tap at the entrance of the shelter, which exists for all their needs. The women residents complained that this made it difficult for women during their menstrual cycle. Our next story is from Kerala. After the Idukki Diocese, the Kerala Catholic Youth Movement under Tamarasheri Diocese has also decided to screen the movie The Kerala Story from this Saturday, that is April 13, 2024. The Idukki Diocese had earlier screened the movie to the Sunday school students in their intensive training program on April 4, 2024. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan had strongly condemned the telecast of the Kerala story by dioceses, alleging that it aligns with the BJP and RSS agenda. He accused the RSS for categorizing individuals as internal enemies in a country, a concept derived from Hitler's ideology. Vijayan emphasized that the RSS targets minorities including Muslims and Christians, fostering discord among different sects.
അവർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവർ ആ ഭാഗം പറയട്ടെ. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ ഇതിന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ. ഇവിടെ ആ കേരള സ്റ്റോറി എന്നത് BJPയുടെ ഒരു അജണ്ടയാണ്. ആ അജണ്ടയുടെ ഭാഗമായി വന്നതാണ്. നമ്മുടെ നാടിനെ അപകീർത്തിപ്പെടുത്താനുള്ള ഒരു പ്രചരണ സാധനമാണത്. അതിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി സിനിമയെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുകയാണ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. അത് നാടിനെ അപകീർത്തിപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതാണ് എന്ന് എല്ലാവരും അവർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവർ ആ ഭാഗം പറയട്ടെ. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ ഇതിന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ. ഇവിടെ ആ കേരള സ്റ്റോറി എന്നത് BJPയുടെ ഒരു അജണ്ടയാണ്. ആ അജണ്ടയുടെ ഭാഗമായി വന്നതാണ്. നമ്മുടെ നാടിനെ അപകീർത്തിപ്പെടുത്താനുള്ള ഒരു പ്രചരണ സാധനമാണത്. അതിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി സിനിമയെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുകയാണ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. അത് നാടിനെ അപകീർത്തിപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതാണ് എന്ന് എല്ലാവരും അവർ പറഞ്ഞു.
He warned against falling into the trap of division and asserted that such actions serve a political agenda. The Chief Minister deemed the film's broadcast as incompatible with Kerala's cultural ethos and criticized its politicization. We are joined by India Today's Shibi, who will give more insights into this development in the state.
See, since I am a journalist, I cannot take a side and say that, political tool or whether there is an angle, somebody is using it politically. But definitely I can say that this movie will, for the first time, probably this movie is actively becoming a part of political discussions in Kerala because we are going into an election. In the past, when the film was released, Kerala was not facing an election. So it was not very much discussed as it was in other states in Kerala. Maybe because a lot of commoners had not watched this film because there were not screens allotted. But people, of course, were aware of the film. The state government as well as the political parties had reacted to the film. But there weren't a consistent political discussion about the film going on in Kerala. But right now, we are slowly seeing the film taking that political, shape in the state, definitely. When Doordarshan had screened the film, both the Congress and the left could together come out and oppose this, move by the Doordarshan, saying that the center is trying to use this platform, the public media platform, to, as their allegedly as their campaign propaganda and all of that. But here at diocese, when the Christian diocese are screening this film, then it becomes very difficult for Congress and left to completely, directly lash out at the diocese because, there is a major Christian population in the state. There are certain constituencies where the Christian voters play a very, very important role, literally decides the winner, who is selected from the constituency. So in that case, it's not easy for Congress and left to, completely bash out at them, but this definitely gives the BJP a ground saying that what they have been saying over the years. So yes, politically, this is a thing. This is definitely gives an edge to the BJP. It does give weightage to their arguments and statements, and it's a setback for Congress and left because they cannot directly come and bash out at the Christian bishops or the diocese because, like I said, it's a very important vote bank. But yes, it definitely gives the left and the Congress a bit of puts them in a dilemma because they it will be difficult for them to criticize this as well as criticize this in a way that it doesn't really affect their vote bank.
Moving on, the Enforcement Directorate conducted raids at various sites in Tamil Nadu as part of an investigation into drug-related money laundering involving former DMK member Jaffer Sadiq and others. ED officials carried out the raids at the residence of Jaffer Sadiq in Chennai after the court allowed removal of seals kept by the Narcotics Control Bureau. Officials conducted raids at 25 locations connected to Jaffer Sadiq in Chennai, Madurai and Tiruchirappalli. My colleague Pramod Madhav brings you details from Jaffer Sadiq's residence where the ED officials carried out the raids.
Locations in the state of Tamil Nadu, and we are currently standing at one important location. This is the residence of a person called as Jaffer Sadiq, who was arrested on 9th of March under charges of attempting to move narcotics. This is actually a kind of consignment that was seized by NCB that was worth nearly 2,000 crores, and that's the reason Here, the case was immediately taken over by ED officials who are conducting raid at this spot. This is one of the spots. This is Jaffer Sadiq residence, and then also at his office in Mylapore, and another place in Ferengudi, which is his warehouse, and also people who are associated with Jaffer Sadiq. One important person being a Tamil director who actually Jaffer Sadiq had apparently funded many of his movies, many of his movie projects, and that director has also earlier that he was not aware of where the money came from, and he will definitely cooperate. Jaffer Sadiq was a member of DMK earlier. He was expelled from the party after the charges were leveled against him, and ED has taken over the case right now after NCB. Recently, this particular building was sealed by NCB, but that seal was removed after a court order and allowed the Jaffer Sadiq's family to use it. And right now, as the seal was removed, ED has initiated a raid over there. The main aspect is to find out what happened to the 2,000 crores, alleged 2,000 crores, how it was moved, and who all were involved in the consignment, which was raw materials that was mixed with grated coconut and other products and were moved across various countries. And that was raw material that was reportedly used for the production of a drug called as methamphetamine or crystal meth. And that's the reason raids at multiple locations are being conducted by ED. Zivaraj, Pramod Madhav, Point today.
Sadiq, who is also a producer of Tamil films, was arrested by the NCB last month for his alleged involvement in the smuggling of about 3,500 kg of pseudoephedrine with a street value of more than 2,000 crore. The ED has acknowledged the NCB case and several other FIRs, leading to the filing of a money laundering case against Sadiq and others. According to the NCB, Sadiq's connections with the Tamil and Hindi film financiers, as well as certain high-profile individuals and instances of political funding, are under investigation. Sadiq was expelled from the ruling DMK party in February after the NCB mentioned his name and alleged links to the drugs network. That's it for now. For more such updates, keep watching our channel. This is Afreen Hussain and you are watching India Today's SoSouth.